This is Hugh from the Open Pinball Project. I decided to do a quick video on the Pinball Framework. I've talked about it a lot in the blog, and seems like a video is a good idea at this point. So the Pinball Framework runs through Eclipse. So right now I have an Eclipse project. There are 3 projects here. It's the base Eclipse plus PyDev and PyLint layered on top of Eclipse. There are 3 projects here. The first project is GenPyCode. The GenPyCode generates the skeleton of the pinball rules. PinballFramework, which is the second project that you see here, that is the one that actually runs the pinball rules. And then Pinboard GUI is a tool that I use to continuously monitor the input and solenoid boards. It's good for testing the wiring and switch contacts, and you can also kick individual solenoids, which is very nice to test those out. It sends an inventory command when it first comes up, so you can also verify that all of the cards on your chain are working properly. So let's go into the Pinball Framework. The Pinball Framework is set up to be in simulation mode. What that means is it's not going to go out and do any serial commands. This is how I write most of the rules, since right now the pinball machine is in parts and I can't actually go to the real pinball machine. Why not simulate it? So let's start it up. As you can see, there are 2 windows that are generated. One is the window which is the pinball backglass, which is what you see here. And then since we're in debug mode, it also brings up a debug window. The debug window has a couple different things. On the right hand side, you can see that it has the input cards, the solenoid cards populated, and also all of the LED boards which are populated. It can't discover these since it cannot run serial commands, so what it does is it looks at the rules file to figure out how many boards should be there, and then it makes a simulated board for each one of those. So first thing that you would normally do is you would run your rules thread.
Welcome back now.
Whew, that's louder than I was expecting. So let's turn that down. So, as you can see on the back glass, we're currently, the rule state is in attract mode. This is a little debugging thing that you can see what's going on. So in attract mode, we have these static images which are being displayed. So let's press the start button, and I'm going to simulate pressing the start button by using this input card switch here, and you just press the thing. You can see that at this point, player 1, ball 1, and he has a score of 0. Let's go look down at the LEDs, and right now the LEDs are showing that the in lane is blinking. That is the skill shot, and the shoot again is blinking. That's the basically, if you drain the ball too quickly, it will give it back to you for free. So now I can see that the recording video at the same time as trying to run the rules is a little bit tough for my laptop, but let's go anyway. So we're going to hit the skill shot, which the skill shot is the upper center rollover. And there we go. And so by doing that, you can actually see that the LED stops blinking in the center lane, and here you can actually see that the next things that need to be hit to move along are the drop targets. So we can say, oh, okay, I'm gonna hit that one and that one and that one. You can see the score incrementing. You can see that only the drop targets that have not been hit are still blinking, And let's see, let's hit the flipper so that we can look at the rotation. So let's go with the left flipper. And let's see, oh, we gotta hit, let's rotate the, there we go. So as we do the left flipper, you can see it rotates. There are, in easy mode, you rotate between the 6 end lanes. Now I'm going to simulate a ball being drained, and we do that. And you can see the ball number switches to 2, and you can see that the shoot again for draining too quickly starts again. That's timer based. Let's see, what else do we want to do? It's about all I wanted to show right now. Let's see, we're going back to normal play. You can see that there's a state for the skill shot. There's a state for normal play. Then there are also states for the mode. I think if I would demonstrate how to do the mode, that would be a little bit longer video than I want to do right now. So let's see, boop, 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 and we'll hit the first 3 drop targets, the TER drop targets, and you can see there, which looks fantastic. And we'll drain another ball and finish the game. That won't finish the game, we're still on ball 2. How unfortunate. So we're going to drain the next ball. Now we're on ball 3, which you can see here. And bling, 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 bling. Yeah, there the shoot again starts to blink again. And that's all good. I wish it would stop, because as soon as that stops, we're going to drain the ball and go back into the attract mode. And we'll hit a couple other targets first quick. Let's see. And we'll hit some rollovers. We'll do some upper and left rollovers. Whatever. A couple other rollovers. You can see the score changing there as I hit the rollovers. And okay, now we can drain the last ball. And as we drain the last ball, goes to 0, and we go back into the attract mode. In the attract mode, there's an LED light show that happens, which you can actually see happening here. Blink, blink, all very exciting. Alrighty, that's it. That's a quick walkthrough of showing the Pinball framework and how you can actually debug your rules and play your rules without even having a machine. Thanks for taking the time to listen.